No, I like it. This is brilliant, but I like this.
Yeah. Welcome to the lab. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. Good to see you. Good to be here. How are you today? It is always good to be here. Happy Friday to the weekend warriors. Happy pre-Sabbath to the Seventh-day Adventists. And happy pre Sunday to everybody out there. Oh, it is so good to be here. KP Baz says, "Hi, Josh, about time. Where you been?" I'm right here. Where I've been isn't important. Where I'm going, that's what's important. Where we're going is what's important. Where we've been is not important at all. It is so good to be here. Let's talk about it. Oh no. We're under attack. We're not really under attack. Unless you see a man unhinged with a spackler gun. Just kidding. It's called a flare gun. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the lab. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. Good to see you. Good to be here. Once again, thank you for taking time out of your day to spend some of it with me. Like I said before, happy Friday to the weekend warriors. We've been patiently waiting for you to come live. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for that. It is good to be here. I was going to just share something really fast. That was such an odd world that we live in here. Is I was reading news articles the other day, and this one popped up in my feed, and I found it horrific, but at the same time, I found it interesting. When I say horrific, you decide for yourself. The title of the article is Australian Woman Finds Scorpion in Package of Broccoli. Like, you don't have enough to worry about. Broccoli's not bad enough. You're going to put a scorpion in it. January 21st from UPI. An Australian woman said she was shocked to open a package of broccoli from a local supermarket to discover a live scorpion looking inside. Chloe Mitchell said her father-in-law bought the broccoli from the Aldi store in Ulladulla, New South Wales, Ulladulla, Oblongata, New South Wales, and she made a surprising discovery while preparing it for a meal. Quote, I put it in the steamer on the stove. I turned around to get the last pieces and saw something crawling along the chopping board. Mitchell shared photos of her discovery to the Aldi Mums page on Facebook. Quote, I yelled for my husband to come into the kitchen, and he said some choice words. She said the 8-legged creature became aggressive when she and her husband attempted to capture it. It was very angry. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. As if broccoli wasn't bad enough, right? As if broccoli wasn't bad enough. Now you're dealing with scorpions in your broccoli. Can you imagine that? Like you're like, oh, I'm eating healthy. I'm making a change. I'm eating healthy. I have broccoli. I got broccoli. And then what happens when you open up that broccoli? A scorpion's in there. Only in Australia, a scorpion. And then she goes, well, it became angry. Well, yeah, I mean, it was trapped with broccoli. I'd be angry too. Can you how imagine like all that scorpions had to eat for the last who knows how long is like broccoli. Well, another question I have though is the broccoli not frozen? Like how does the thing survive that? How does the scorpion survive the broccoli? Is it freeze dried? Is it just blah? And I hate cooked vegetables. I like raw vegetables. Cooked vegetables aren't my thing. But you know, neither are live scorpions. Can you imagine that? I love broccoli and scorpions, so I'm good. They don't have to be binary. Okay, so the broccoli's fresh. Can you imagine that? That is just horrific. Horrific. It was fresh broccoli in a package? All right, well, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. I'm a big. I like vegetables that are raw. I don't like cooked vegetables at all. Maybe artichoke, and that's it. The lab. I found a scorpion in my baby's bath. That will teach you how to be a vegan. There's a lot of life lessons in this, I think, and you can't mess with fate. Once again, everybody, welcome. If people are just coming in, I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. This is the lab. Somewhat breaking news about the Gabby Petito case that people still to this day bang on about, and I understand why. It was one of the most baffling cases in recent memory. The FBI says that they have, in fact, confirmed that Brian Laundrie did confess in a notebook that he was the one responsible for Gabby's death. I'll take things that don't shock me at all for 1,000, Alex. Yeah. And look, maybe that brings some closure to the family, and maybe that brings some, it's just, obviously I believe that he's the one responsible. And obviously I believe, that, he's a horrible person, and that he took advantage of somebody who wasn't as strong as him. But yeah, that's what I was also wondering. Somebody, let's say Ann says here, I'd like to know if he said why he did it. And that was what I was looking for. I didn't see it. I don't know if it's been released yet. I am curious though to know what it said, because it is interesting, although it's not new news. I believe that most of us believe that he is responsible for her death. And it's, I get sick of, I get, like, I'm not against conspiracies, and I'm not against like weird things being done or weird things happening in life that may have no explanations. I just don't think that something like this falls under that category. I do not believe the Gabby Petito situation is a conspiracy or a cover up or a this or that. There are people that believe it, but there are also people that believe the earth is flat. I'm not going to argue with you about it. It's not. But I just don't feel that I feel that if we were to play that card with this case, the conspiracy card, I just feel that maybe it can be disrespectful to the case itself, to the people that are involved. I think that in this situation, you can really just take it for what it is, in my personal opinion. That's just, that's just how I perceive it. And that doesn't mean that it is correct, but I'm just saying that I feel as though it was a pretty straightforward kind of what happened situation. And, but the FBI does confirm that it is him who is responsible for Gabby Petito's death. And like I said, it's not a shock, but it is something. And, who knows? Like, if it's like the Columbine tapes, the basement tapes, like, I don't know if we'll ever get to read it. But yeah, may Gabby Petito's name live on, and may Brian's be scorned forever. He's a terrible person. I don't know if he's ruled out in the homicide of the Moab. I don't know. I don't know anything. Last time I heard, there was no connection, but I don't know. I just couldn't tell you that to be certain, and I won't. But if you haven't noticed, it has been a couple days since I've been around. I was busy. Sorry. It happens sometimes. But I am glad to be here and to be back. I haven't paid attention much to YouTube while I've been gone. However, I do kind of keep my ear to the ground, and I do listen about what's going on. And I just, wanted to say this because I think that, we all need to hear this. Even me, especially me. But I've been thinking about all these cases, and the big look, I'm not going to sit on the Summer Wells case night after night. I've talked about that before. I can't do it. I won't do it. I won't throw her name up there like it's candy for people to come flying in. I just won't do it. Because I don't think it's right. Now, that being said, covering the case is totally normal, and I understand people's fascination with this case, because the bigger the train wreck, the more people want to watch. If you've ever seen a crash happen or police activity around the corner, you and all your neighbors are standing out there watching, going, wonder what happened there. We can't mind our own business very well. And that's just human nature. I get it. I totally get it. We want to be in the know. What is that? FOMO, fear of missing out. I'm not a breaking news station channel. I am not a reporter. You won't hear it from me first. That's not what I do. I don't need to be first. I don't need to be second. It's just not what I do. What I do is I come on here and talk just talk. I talk about whatever I feel that is important at that time. And sometimes it involves the Orrin and Orson case. Sometimes it involves Summer Wells. Sometimes it involves Angel Nicole Overstreet. Sometimes it's just here to sometimes we're just here to talk about life. And I think that that is beneficial to all of us because life is difficult. And sometimes it is nice to see how other people love or how other people live and kind of maneuver through life. And that's how I've learned a lot about life is from other people. And I sit and I watch and I see people's names being drugged. And I've made it very clear. I want no part of that. But sometimes we just talk about life. Instead of making it all about us, which we tend to do as YouTubers and as entertainers, podcasters, producers, we all, listen to me, anybody that gets up here, like the way that, I do, or any of us, anybody, if you're on TV, if you're on YouTube, if you're on the radio, whatever, obviously you like to be seen or heard. It's an attention thing. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody because not everybody craves attention. And then there are a lot of people that do like the exposure even more than just say, us quote unquote, podcasters or whatever it is that you want to call us, or YouTubers, creators. I think creators is a generous name for a lot of people on YouTube, but that's just me. I don't see a lot of creating going on. I see a lot of creating crap, chaos. I see a lot of chaos being created. So I guess in that sense that you could call a lot of people creators of chaos. That's what it is. Creators of chaos. I like that. Creators of chaos. It's creators of something. I know that. And look, we all like attention. Like I said, including me, I am not even going to exclude myself from something. Look, I like to get up here. I like to talk to you. I like my voice being heard. But I like the interaction with people. I like the criticism. I like the encouragement, because I feel as though I may have something that I can tell you about life that may help you. And if not, you can go, you know what, dude, I'm not listening to you. Fair enough. I get it. That's not like, I'm not the end all be all of anything. I never have been. I never will be. But I feel that I have some life experience. And so I will tell you when I feel a certain way about something. And when people get mad about it, or if they feel that it implicates them in any way, shape, or form, well, maybe it does. Deal with it yourself. This is just how I feel. So I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it to everybody involved. This community, that when I say community that I'm not a part of, I will tell you that right now, I am not a part of the true crime community. I am not a part of the true crime community. But I am a part of the endangered children community. I am a part of trying to help people get better in life community. I am a part of the let's support each other and treat each other with civility and respect community. That's my community. You're welcome to join it. You're welcome to be a part of it. But anything else, I'm not, no, that's not my community. It's just not my community. And I wanted to say this. I did speak Arkansas. I got your message earlier and we spoke a little bit. I really hope that you feel better. And we're praying for you. You're always missed when you're not here, and that's a fact. So please, everybody, wish Arkansas a speedy recovery, that she feels better. She just hasn't felt so good. And yeah, good to see you. And Brenda Chick, also very sorry to hear about your sister as well. Like I said, I'm not part of, but when it all boils down, like when you render something and it's stripped down to its purest form, the fact of the matter is we're here for others, not us. It's not about us. It's not about our personality. This isn't the forum for that, in my opinion. At least mine isn't. Look, does my personality come through as I talk to you? Of course it does. That's just how I am. That's who I am. That's what I do. But it's less about me and more about the content, the context, the actual kids and children and people that are hurt and missing. And the sideshow of these things becomes so distracting, and it becomes a little mini economy unto itself, because you, the people who are watching you, are hurting for these children that are missing, endangered. That is, so if it weren't for you caring, there would be none of this. There would be none of this. It is less about us as content creators. And I'm telling you, when I say that, I hate that term. Let's just say podcasters or whatever. It is less about us and it is more about the case. Unfortunately, that has been completely flipped around. It is about who gets along with who. It's about who does, who says what on any given night. The rampant, as humans, that sit up here and schlub around in front of strangers, it's just odd. It's odd because it's not right. It's not right, and every time I come back to some of these cases and you go, what's going on in that case now? Nothing except what this person said or saw somebody saying, or, the facts aren't there. There are no facts. There are just thoughts, wild speculation, wild conjecture, not even like normal, not even normal speculation. We're talking extreme stuff, and it's not cool. It's not okay. Now, does that mean that they can't do it? Of course not. You can do anything you want. Just because, and by the way, let me just say this. Just because you can do something, just because it's not illegal, just because it's not, you're not going to get in trouble for it, it doesn't mean that it's proper. it doesn't mean that it's okay. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. And am I the only one that feels that way? Oh, well, they didn't go too far. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean they didn't go too far? Just because you can do something doesn't mean you're supposed to. Just because it's not illegal doesn't make it not wrong. Or just because it's not illegal doesn't mean it's not wrong. It's wrong to do this, to do that. It doesn't matter if you're allowed to do it. And I get that not everybody's wired the same way that a lot of us are, because when we look at this, we see, oh my God, like, I'm going to say it right now, like, stop putting Summer's name out there like it's a carrot that you're dangling in front of a rabbit. It's enough. You're not the news. You're not the FBI. You want to discuss it? Discuss it. But how much can we really discuss until we're just making jerks out of ourselves? I mean, it's an abomination. And if it was your kid, you'd be pissed off too. I feel as though, look, I've been talked off ledges probably 3 or 4 times in this platform, maybe more. And I have gotten to the point where, look, it's foul. And if you don't see that it's foul, then you should probably go get examined. Because what is happening is just disgusting behavior. I'm just so baffled that these cases, and let me tell you guys why these cases attract the people that they do. It's called soft targets. The reason that people cover missing children's cases is because there are people like you that will do anything to help, and they know that. They know that. And it's a soft target. They won't talk about anything real because they can't stand on anything creative. They can't stand on their own laurels. They can't rest on their own laurels. They have to use manipulation. And that's what we have going on here. Constant manipulation of these cases. And I'm telling you, it's because of the bleeding hearts of the people that care, because you actually care, but do the people that you're following or listening to actually care? And you got to make that distinction. You have to be vigilant. You have to open your eyes and say, what is it? What are these people's true intentions? And I'm not telling you some big secret, but everybody knows. Every creator knows what I'm talking about. Every single podcaster, every single news anchor, any of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You go with what draws the crowd. And don't tell me you don't, because that's a lie. Another one. That's DJ Khaled. That's how this works. Everybody knows that's how this works. And I am calling on anybody that is involved with any of these cases to take some self-reflection and really examine the heart of the people that you're following. You know their intentions. You just have to be able to see it. And I'm talking about me too. You better do the same thing to me that I'm asking you to do with anybody else. And this is all in life in general. Just in general, with everything, you have to be able to look at people's intentions. Swing bada bada, but you keep talking about it every time I watch too. How about you go watch some of my videos before you pop off with this? Okay, go ahead and take a look at the work that I've done, and then come back and talk to me again, because you're so far off here and you're just spouting off. You're just another person on YouTube that's just saying stuff. Go check my channel right now. And there's a slew of stuff in there. I'm not talking about anybody specific, and I don't have anything new to add tonight, but please swing bada bada. Go check it out. I'm telling you right now, you're wrong, but that's standard. I didn't say it's personal. I'm saying that you're wrong. You're wrong. It is not every time I get up here and I'm talking about it too. That's just not true. That is not true. And if you think that that's how it is and you're tired of hearing me talk about it, then turn it off. Then turn it off, because it's not true. I'm not saying I'm different. I'm saying you're wrong. Exactly. Selective hearing. Well, yeah, look, everybody has selective hearing when they don't want to hear what you're telling them. I'm telling you, I'm asking you, as somebody who's watching my show, to be careful who you get in line with, who you fall in line with. How is that different? Oh, well, because I'm asking you to be hyper vigilant in your approach to the information that you're receiving. That's what it is. That's the difference. That's the difference. You said every time I come on here, this is what I'm talking about, or I'm talking about the Summer Wells case. That's not true. That's what you're wrong about. Your opinion of me is your opinion of me. You can be right or wrong about that. But what I just said was, I don't get on here and talk about the Summer Wells case exclusively, which I'm also not talking about tonight. I'm talking about things that relate to these cases: tragedy pimps, e-beggars. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if it bleeds, it leads. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know how else to explain it to you, and I'm off the subject. That's it. You are wrong to go in someone's home and cause trouble if you can. Of course. Of course. How is that your job? How is that your job? How is that just because you can do it doesn't mean you should? Tragedy pimps is a real term. Yes. Yes. Anyway, you know, it is pathetic and it is tragic and I get it. I totally get it. The way, but what I'm telling you is that this is how you get people in a room is your title. So people are throwing titles up that have nothing to do with what they're actually talking about. It's clickbait at its finest. You will see in the title today of my show that you won't see anything there that would lead you to assume that I'm talking about anything other than what I want to talk about. That I want to talk about. That's me. Now, if I have something specific about a specific case that I've put together, it'll be in the title. But you better realize that I worked on that. That's something that I worked on. Breaking news. I have an itch on my lower calf. And we discussed the Summer Wells case. Stupid. Get a life. Just retype it. And I'm pretty sure I read it right, but just retype it. Breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. Breaking news. No, you're not reporting nothing. You're not breaking any news. Stop doing that stuff. Oh, an exclusive with somebody who lives 7 houses down from somebody who possibly knows somebody somewhere. Oh, we have breaking news. I have an ingrown toenail. And more on the Summer Wells case. Oh, man, that's funny. I enjoyed that. I don't know why. I'm not sure why I enjoyed that, but I did. Actually, let's say, let me get this here. Everyone number. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. I don't know if that's true or not. But I appreciate you saying that. I really do. Well, usually they put the name in the title and then all through the live, they are not talking about the title. Well, of course, that's how you get, because people are going, oh, well, I thought that this is what we were going to talk about tonight. No. That's not how that works. What it is it's a ratings tactic. And I get it. People do it all the time. It's not new and it's not exclusive to YouTube. It's just how the world works. But what I'm telling you is the world wouldn't work that way if we held people responsible for when they do it and say, you know what? I'm not putting up with that anymore. I'm not listening to that stuff anymore. Sanctimonious. It's a great word. Only subscribe to the lab and the interview room. Hey, we appreciate that. If you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. Well, and that's just the truth. That's the truth. Love from 616. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. I can't believe it's been 2 months. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 2 months. Yes, April, thank you so much for that super chat. It's very sweet of you. I just feel as though we can just do look. I remember. Okay, here's a perfect example, and I know this is stupid, but I remember when the Kaylee Anthony case was going on, and I was glued to it. And every night, Nancy Grace would come on the air, and Nancy Grace, whatever you think of her, I don't care about your opinion of her. This had nothing to do with me liking or disliking her. But every day it would be breaking news. Top mom this, top mom that. And I guess, as an investigative journalist or whatever she was, like that was her job. And her ratings had never been higher. And it made her so popular. So popular. That's right, Ann. Bombshell tonight. Bombshell tonight. Breaking news. Top mom was on the loose for 30 days. It was an everyday thing. It was an everyday thing. And I'm not saying that her coverage of it wasn't. Look, she did the same thing with the what was it? Scott and Lacey Peterson case. And her coverage of it was thorough. She had a lot of people on that were connected with the case. And yeah. Here we go, right here. So Top Mom got a Bella Vita tattoo. Breaking news. True. I mean, that was what was going on. That was going on, and it was just so funny because you go, she's reaching now. I enjoyed her coverage, a lot of it, and I say it's so funny. The case was not funny at all, but the way that the media was handling it was just hilarious. And Nancy Grace did her job well, covered the facts and smothered it with trauma. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. That was her job. But you knew that with Nancy Grace. You knew that she was covering that every single night. She did cover it too. I'm not saying that she didn't cover it. She definitely covered it. But if you look at the breaking news, why do you think people tune in? Because they see this dun da 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 breaking news. Well, of course, people get excited to see that kind of stuff because they think that there's actual breaking news. And I'm going to tell you right now, nobody's breaking any news here on YouTube. On Nancy Grace, they might because she's got connection, or she had connections like nobody else did at the time. But nobody here on YouTube is breaking news. It's just not happening. It's not happening. Nobody's breaking news. And so when you see that stupid title, nobody's breaking anything. Not here, they're not. That's not. Anyway, because somebody else was on somebody. That's your friend. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Nancy Grace is on Sunday night at like 2 a.m. Yeah, she's got a podcast too. I think something like that. Summer's a missing child who needs found anymore. She's now a phenomenon, crazy. Poor baby. Just law enforcement, TBI to find her. We can discuss, but not put ourselves into the case. She said mods are on tonight. Yes, they are. You know what? Our chat's usually really good, and I do appreciate it. I'm not too bothered. But yeah, look, I'm not saying, I'm just saying that's how she was. And the mods do rock. Yes. Yes. They certainly do. Matter of fact, hold on one second. Do this. There we go. Mods are on tonight. All right, there we go. Handed out a couple wrenches there. 99% of our chat rocks. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it really does, man. And I'm so happy that you guys are here with me and talking about this. And I hope, that I have given, I give some respect to what's going on. I try my best. Look, and I'm not even going to say that like I don't get caught up in it, and I definitely do, and I definitely have, and I understand. I understand, what happens. It's not my first day doing any kind of media whatsoever. Been doing it for quite a while now. So I understand what happens. But at the same time, I'm against it. And I'd be against myself if I did it. And I don't even know when people are doing it all the time, if it's something that they really think about like that, if it is, people are starved not attention. People are starved for a story. And what happens is when people become starved for the story, we'll listen to anything that we think that could be important, that could be valuable. And I always feel bad about that. I never in my life have literally tried to deceive somebody in any way, shape, or form that would benefit me financially or status wise. It's just not something that I'm going to do. And I see it happen a lot. And I know that the people that watch our shows are soft-hearted people who care more than anybody that I've ever seen in my life. Some of the nicest humans I've ever met, some of the nicest people I've ever talked to. Let's see. Otis got a new set of car keys. We'll talk about Otis here in a little bit. Your personal story makes your perspectives valuable to me, and thank you for saying that very much. I hope so. I hope that that's my goal, is to try to bring awareness to situations. And do you have a brother or a single friend? I don't have a brother. Single friend, I'll get back. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. That's funny. Thank you. You just can't trust certain people and their intentions. Uncovering certain cases, it takes a while to start seeing the person's true colors. Totally true. It's just totally true. The thirst is real. It's flatter. That's funny. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's funny. No, absolutely not. I think that's actually a violation. Well, they clone lambs now, I think. Like I saw that they clone lambs, but no, I don't think so. I do not think so. Well, let's do it. Absolutely not. No. Can't happen. Won't happen. It's not gonna happen. Crowdsource, yeah. Yeah, you guys are funny. I have, yeah, definitely have heard from Chris. He's doing okay. So I think maybe he's back this weekend. I'm not 100% sure, but he's okay. I mean, he's doing okay. Breaking news: Josh cannot be cloned but Lambs can. Summer Wells, back to the Summer Wells case. I don't know. No, I really don't know. But I do think Chris is back this weekend, possibly Sunday, I believe. He calls me his PayPal. Yeah, I guess so. Chris, see him is nice. Hope he's okay. He's pretty nice. He's a good guy. I've learned a lot from him. So everybody say, get better, Chris and Karen, or whatever. I don't know. Just go ahead and tell him to feel better. But I believe he is. That's my breaking news. Dun, 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 dun! Breaking news. Otis is housebroken, but he's not. He's not housebroken. But he's getting better. He was getting better, and now he's he's going through the doggy change. He's going through the doggy change. I love you too. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very nice. Yep. Tell Chris we are praying for him. We certainly are. We certainly are. Yeah, he was on this really good trajectory of like getting better and better and better, and then all of a sudden it was like, pew, but he is getting better. He's just 4 months, man. He's just a little guy. He's learning. What is the doggy change? When he gets his when his testiculars descend. He's descending as we speak. They're descending as we speak. So he's got a lot of energy. It's funny. His bark went from this. It was like when I first got him, he go, woo, woo, woo. And then to the other day he was barking. I mean, he was trying to go, roof, roof, but then his voice would crack like a little boy. Roof, roof, roof. Something like that. Yeah, for lack of a better term, when his balls drop. That's a fact. For lack of a better term, I want to tell you that right now. For lack of a better term. But yeah, he's really just an interesting character. He's really funny, and let's see. Proud Mom says Chris is likely attempting to come back live, but when he does, hopefully it will be this weekend and y'all can talk. I have a little boy and key. Hey, yeah, we'll be talking again soon. No doubt about it. He's kind of a teenager, yeah. Yeah, he is kind of a teenager, but he's trying, he's a lot of work, but he's worth it, man. He's just a lot of. It's funny because he'll do something really naughty, and then like 20 minutes later, he wants to be the sweetest. He wants to be the sweetest puppy of all time. You're late to the show. That's why you can't walk in on when we're talking about Otis's testicles descending. That's not the proper time to come into the chat. Oh, please do. And do hit the thumbs up. I mean, it does matter, and it helps the algorithm and these videos get seen. You know, I truly do always appreciate that. And all the comments, you know, when you guys comment on these things, it's the best. You know, like I said, I really do appreciate you guys a whole lot. And tomorrow we will have Lab and Friends. You know, the boys will be back, Cam and Lucas, tomorrow, and we'll just break down. I do have a bone to pick with Lucas, though, and maybe we'll do it on the air here. I spent all day yesterday. Matter of fact, hold on. See if I can get this guy. I really got a bone to pick with him.
What up?
All right, you're live on the air, but now, do you like when I do that? I just throw you on there.
Yeah, I'm literally running right now.
Well, that's fine. You can run because I want to berate you for a second. Okay. Or you can take a break. Let me.
No, I got it. Hit me with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with it. I set a plate for you yesterday.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, I knew this was coming.
Okay, and we can talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
we can talk about it more tomorrow when you're on the show. But the fact of the matter is,
yeah,
I called you and had a conversation with you the day before yesterday, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And I remember right before I got off the phone with you, the crux of the conversation was, hey, come over for dinner. I'm making ribs. You can come hang out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what did you, okay. So I said, I remember specifically saying to you, just show up. You remember that?
Yeah. You said it doesn't matter what time to show up, but you said we'll probably eat at like 5:30.
About 5:30, right? So 5:30 comes and goes, 6:30, 7:30. Finally, I was like 8 o'clock. I go, dude. And you just said what happened?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just faced it. I've been like super crazy busy at work, and if you don't tell me like an hour before, it's probably not going to happen.
See, I can't abide with that. I don't like that.
That's fair. That's my fault. You set a plan. I fucked it up.
Whoa. No F words.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
You did mess it up. But like, don't you have a cell phone?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have like Google Calendar or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. Use it all the time.
Oh, you do, just not for when. Yeah. I use it for important things.
No.
Anyway.
I did feel bad. Like as soon as you texted me, it all came rushing back.
You should feel bad because I set you a plate.
I didn't hear that. A semi just drove by me.
Get off. Yeah, this conversation. Look, we'll talk more about it tomorrow. I'm upset with you, but I love you.
It's fair. You should be upset with me. It was very rude. We had a set plan, and I missed it.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it was rude because I don't think you did it on purpose. But I mean, it hurt my feelings. Like I'm not important, you know.
Can I just ask you one thing?
No.
I'm gonna be there tomorrow. Is there any leftover ribs at all,
dude? I wouldn't give you any leftover ribs if you were the last person on earth right now.
I'm gonna try.
There are leftover ribs, but I'm gonna go spit on all of them.
But I'm not allowed.
No, you're allowed, but I'm gonna spit on them.
All right.
And the best part is, are there any leftover ribs? The audacity of you to stand me up the way that you did, and then ask me for food From the dinner that you missed.
Yeah, your ribs are just like really good though, and you're like a very forgiving person. So I thought maybe there was a small chance.
Okay. I'll give you some ribs. There's ribs.
Right,
There's
thank
two.
you. I
There's
appreciate that.
There's 2 bags of ribs. They came out fantastic too. And I was thinking,
Sure did.
I go, oh, these are so good. No Lukey, get Lukey, no get Ned.
Why didn't you hit me up like at like 5:30?
Because that's not my job.
Okay, that's fair. It was my job. I said I agreed to a time and I didn't show up, and I'm sorry.
And
But
by the way, plus
I
I was entertaining a bunch of other people at the same time.
Right.
So it wasn't all about you, but the fact was that you were advertised to be there to a lot of people. Right. And I remember Peyton just going, he ain't showing up. And I go, why would you say that? He's like my best friend. I love him.
Come on, now you're making me sad. It was an honest mistake.
And I said, Peyton, I love him and he'll be here. You know what I felt like? I'll tell you what I felt like. I felt like the kid that got to start in right field because he sucks at baseball really bad. And he went, Dad, I get to play right field. And everybody knows that right field's the worst position to have to play as a kid. Cause like, if you bat, ninth and play right field,
you're
you
playing
suck.
Right field.
Yeah, you suck. But you get to start, and that's all that mattered, right?
You're in the lineup, baby.
I was in the lineup. I was in right field. I was batting ninth, and my dad didn't show up. Daddy didn't show up for my game.
Oh, man. I feel bad. I'll come with a gift tomorrow. Probably not, but I'll probably be there.
No. Bring a gift. That'll help.
Okay. All right. Bring a gift.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Lab. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. Otis is a good boy. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. You guys are the best. Lab and Friends tomorrow. Another show. I have a show, I believe, tomorrow at noon here on the West Coast. Noon on the West Coast. Get off my property. Oh yeah, Otis got some new keys. I was going to tell you about that. His keys are like, it's really cute. They're like just little car. They're exaggerated car keys, and he picks them up and walks with them like he's going to work. It's hilarious. I never seen anything like it. It's one of the fun. He's so cute. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow, I'm telling you, tune in for Lab and Friends. I'm telling you, it's going to be funny. It's going to be entertaining. You will like it. If you want to laugh, show up tomorrow for Lab and Friends. It's going to be fun times. It's good stuff. Thank you, guys.